Hey everyone, I'm Rick, and in this video we're going to look at some old hockey cards, namely these from the early 90s. I only have old hockey cards, I haven't collected since the 90s. And yeah, I think there's some interesting stuff in here. So if you like old hockey cards or just any kind of hockey cards, then this video is for you. And that's right here at Talking Habs, where that's the home of Habs hockey, where everything's dedicated to the Habs and all things hockey. So to get more of my videos like this, down there's the subscribe and the ring the notification bell, and that's going to get you all that on a daily basis. And you can leave any comments you may have on the cards or anything else in the comment section that's right down there below. So, like any Canadian kid, or me growing up anyways, all my friends, we all collected hockey cards. So that was back in the early 70s and, stuff like that. And I wish I had some of those cards because I'm sure I had some good cards back in there. But we used to throw them against the wall, and closest to the wall wins the pile, and blah, 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 and keep them in elastics and stuff like that. So, and then I started collecting again in, I guess you could say luck would have it, back in 79, which is Gretzky's rookie year. And I literally had probably maybe as many as 5 Gretzky rookie cards. I know I had at least 3. But I didn't keep those cards either, even though I was older, and I didn't keep those cards, and I kicked myself today because I had a few Gretzky rookies, and God knows how many good ones were in there. And I had started to collect back then because I just wanted to get familiar with all the players other than the Habs players. You know, I do that. I every now and then. You know, you want to refamiliarize yourself. But it was in '79, so I'm gonna say I was 16, 17. So, you know, I was just collecting for fun and, yeah, to get to see all the players in the league. Anyway, so those cards are gone. But back in the 90s, 1991, I was working at a pizza place in Montreal. Tasty Food, if anybody knows it. Great pizza. Got a long history here. And we were all hockey freaks. And we did our hockey pools. And we collected cards. A bunch of us drivers, we were delivering pizza. We were all collecting cards. So I collected probably for 3-4 years. So the early 90s, between 1991 and I think 93, 94 might be the last year that I have. And I really haven't been collecting since then. So those are the cards I have, and these are cards we're going to look at. So to start things off, we're going to take a look at a very happy event. The last time it happened here was 1993, and here's a picture. And I had this on my back wall, but it fell down the other day and broke, and I have to reframe it. But this is the Canadiens winning the cup. The team photo. Why is it blurry? That's a great picture. I'm sure everyone's seen it. Maybe some of you even have the picture on your walls like I had. That's a great card. Now, here's Kirk Muller. So it go along with that. So here's Kirk Muller, our coach, power play coach, holding the cup and posing with it in 93. See, Montreal Canadiens, Kirk Muller. I don't know why it's blurry like that. Maybe I'm holding it too close. Anyways, yeah, that's probably better. So there you go. Kirk Muller, another Kirk Muller. So he's a coach. And then a lot of you guys don't know Luke Richardson. People ask me, who's Luke Richardson? Where does he come from? So here he is with the Oilers. And I believe Luke Richardson was, I know he was a member of the Sharks. At least not, obviously not here. It was too early. This is from 91, 92 season. So these are 90, 91. And I think he was an original Shark. I had some of his cards. I probably do. I mean, I have them. I didn't find them, but I have a few thousand, maybe 5,000 cards from that era. So hard to look through them all. I have some baseball. I have a little bit of football, but mostly all hockey. I'm not into baseball anymore since the Expos moved. So I don't have anything, but I have a few boxes of baseball. Now, Caden Primo, our future goalie. There's his dad, Keith Primo. This is, I don't think it's a rookie. I don't know when he started, but this is Keith Primo. You can look at the face. You can see, as the father like son, you can see the resemblance there, obviously. We just played the Vegas Golden Knights, and here's their coach, Gerard Gallant, in a Red Wings uniform. Gerard Gallant, he was a left wing. Let me see, was he a good point producer? Yeah, I mean, he had seasons of, looks like 93 might have been his top season with the Red Wings. 39 goals, 54 assists. Good player, Gerard Gallant. I don't know if you, for you Canadian people who watch TSN, one of my favorite commentators, I guess, and he does the color commentary on the games. A lot of the games. It's not always the same. Like the last couple was Mike Johnson. A lot of times it's Dave Poulin. He's in a Boston uniform. But he was a really good hockey player, a really good penalty killer. I like him on TSN. He's one of my favorite commentators. He knows the game, and something about him. So Dave Poulin, really good hockey player, played for Boston, unfortunately. Next up, from the, I don't know what year. So this must be from 92. So this is from the 91 season. These cards I got in 92. My favorite player of all time. These are Score. I guess they're regular cards. So this is a Hall of Famer, Guy Lafleur. It says a Hall of Famer on the back, and it just says he spent 14 years with the Canadiens before retiring 19 games into the 11. He came back with the Rangers, blah, 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 blah. But Guy Lafleur, my favorite. Here's Guy Lafleur, Awards and Achievements card. He's won a lot of awards. He won a lot of awards over his years, that's for sure. And then my last Guy Lafleur I'm showing here, Speed and Grace, Guy Lafleur. What a great hockey player. Love that guy. Another great Canadiens hockey player. This is an old card. This is a reprint of, I think this is his rookie card, but it's just a reprint, right? So, and it's an O-Pee-Chee from, I guess, 81, 82. No, I mean 92. So was the 92, 93 season or 91, 92 season? I'm not positive. But this is a Larry Robinson. That was his rookie card. It's what it looked like. With all that hair and that big mustache of his. Then here's him near the end of his career. Big difference with the LA Kings. Sad to see him playing with the LA Kings. It really was. Interesting story, speaking of the pizza. He was a friend of the boss, the owner of Tasty Food. He was a friend. When he'd be in town, he'd always either come in for a pizza or someone would deliver him one. And I got to deliver him one only once. Out of all the years I worked there, I only got to see him once. And then I was shy to ask him for an autograph, so I made up, like, it's for my son, Zach. Well, I do have, my oldest son is Zach. But it was really for me. But here, to Zach, Larry Robinson. So best wishes, Larry Robinson. He's a tall dude. Really nice guy. And just really tall. And he didn't hesitate to sign. It wasn't like, oh, I'll do it for you. He was a nice guy about it. I was an idiot. I just should have told him it was for me. Another ex-Canadian in another uniform. I don't know if anyone remembers Nyland. His last season he spent with Boston. Sad to see Nyland in an actual Boston uniform. I don't know if I don't think he really was happy going to Boston, but here's another one. The first one, that's a Score from 90, it says Score 91, so I don't know if I got them in 91 or 92. This here is an O-Pee-Chee, just their regular cards. O-Pee-Chee Premier of the day, they were their elite cards, and those are the expensive ones. Then Sergei Fedorov, any of the older guys, if you collected cards in the day, the Fedorov rookie card, O-Pee-Chee Premier, 90, I think it was 90-91. That was the premier card of the day. I have one, and it was worth money, but now it's worth nothing. That's how it is. So here's some. It's from the O-Pee-Chee 25th anniversary series. These are old reprints, so of rookie cards. So they're reprints. I got them in. I guess they're from 91 or 92, but they're the reprints of the original. So here's Jerry Cheevers, goalie, Boston Bruins goalie. Not much of a picture, from back in the day. And I don't know what year that would be from. Let me see now. It doesn't really say what year this is from. That's really weird. They should say what year these cards came out, and it really doesn't. Okay. Here's a real mean son of a bitch, but a really great player on a team that I hated, Broad Street Bullies. Bobby Clark was a really great player. Can't take that away from him. I didn't like him because he was dirty, and I didn't like that team. At the time, I know they're not like that now, but he was a great player. He broke, one of the reasons we won that 72 Summit Series was he broke, I don't know, Kamensky, somebody's ankle. Literally went out and broke his ankle with whacking him with a stick because they were losing. And, yeah. So, one of my favorite players, I used to play the hockey pools at Tasty Food. I used to do them. I used to go through the newspaper and do all the points before computers. We didn't have computers to do it. because of this guy, and mostly because of this guy, and then another guy I'm going to get to. I won one year, came in second another year, tied for first. So that's 3 years in a row, and it's Adam Oates. What a great vision! What this guy could pass like you've never seen before. I'm sure you guys have seen great passers, but Adam Oates was just one of those great passers. He fed Hull and Oates, great combo. So Brett Hull, when he got his 70, I don't know how many goals he got, 72, I think. That was with Brett Hull, with Adam Oates feeding him the puck. Later, it was Craig Janney, who was I hated Craig Janney, not a nice guy. But Adam Oates, great player. And Cam Neely, when he got his 50 goals in 49 games, was Adam Oates feeding him the puck. The GM of the Detroit Red Wings, Steve Yzerman. This is a reprint of his rookie card. Stevie Yzerman, Stevie Y. Great player. Here's another guy, great player on a team I don't like, I never will like the Flyers I'll maybe like one day. They're not the Broad Street Bullies anymore, but not this team. But a great player, great player. Had 10 points in a game once, 6 goals, 4 assists, I think. 6 goals, 4 assists in a game. That's Daryl Sittler. Great player. But that's now one thing you got to temper that with is that's back in the day when goalies weren't great. There's another Daryl Sittler. So I don't know which one's his rookie. I imagine this one would be his rookie over the other one. But great defenseman with the Islanders, Denny Potvin. His rookie card reprint. Brian Trottier, Islanders. Great player. Another one, I don't know which one is. I think the other one is his rookie. This is not his rookie, but it's a reprint. I don't know why they're reprinting them, not rookies. Another great Nordique, an Avalanche. Joe Sakic, now the general manager of the Avalanche. Scott Stevens, real bruising son of a bitch. That's just another one. Not only that one. Brett Hull. I don't know if that's his. It's not his rookie, I don't think, because he was acquired by from the Flames. They made a trade. That's how the Flames got Ginla. They got it from the draft pick. So I think his rookie card has him in a Flames uniform, but I'm not sure. An old Phil Esposito. So I guess they're just reprinting cards from 25 years before that, right? Mario Lemieux. I don't know if this belongs in this set, but it's here. It's an O-Pee-Chee, an old Mario Lemieux. Grant Fuhr, pretty good goalie. Look at the difference in equipment. Hey, look at that. What difference of equipment. That might be his actual rookie card right there. I think that is the rookie card. Paul Coffey. Whoopsie. Paul Coffey, great defenseman. Not great as a defenseman, but an offensive defenseman. Great offensive defenseman. Great player. I know Vancouver people don't like him. Mark Messier. He was a great player. Bit of an ego, I guess, but he was a great player. Can't take that away from him. Here's some just weird cards. This is from... It's a Peter Forsberg, and I don't know who it's from. Doesn't really say here. Tops. It's a Tops. It's one of these weird. Peter Forsberg. Great player. Here's cards. This is from McDonald's. McDonald's Upper Deck. These are these. I don't know if you can make it out here. Oh, maybe. It's hard to see, but you see there. It's like mirror cards. Right? So, and then here's one that I just don't get what they were thinking. I don't know if this is McDonald's, but it's Upper Deck. It's just like, you can look at yourself. You can see my room, right? You don't see anything. And this is a cool card. I kept it. You punch it out. It's Jaromir Jagr. This is a punch out. You can punch out these things, but I don't do those. It makes them worth more money, although I never made any money. So Jaromir Jagr, and it's an Upper Deck from... I can't see the year. But young Jaromir Jagr, so he's ancient, so that's an older card. Now, speaking of those pools, these two cards, reason I won my first time in the pool is we used to do a waiver in the middle of the year, and you can drop a few guys and pick up some guys. So, we were getting to the point where my boss was just picking ahead of me, and then it was me. And the next guy I wanted, and I was hoping for, was this guy, Teemu Selanne. It was his rookie year, the year he scored 76 goals and 139 points. And I was going to get him in the middle of the year. It would have made a big difference. And the next guy up was this guy. It was between them. This is Dmitry Kvartalnov. He was hot for that year with Boston, scoring. And I was there praying to take Kvartalnov. And he took Kvartalnov, and I got Solani, and he ended up winning the pool. And guaranteed I won that pool because of Adam Oates to get me into a position that one more player would do it. And Solani, he was just amazing. I got a ton of points from him. Yeah, and I won the pool because of that. So interesting story. Let's see. We're getting long, but a few more. I believe this guy was a big bust. I'm not positive, but I think he was. If it wasn't him, I don't know who I'm thinking. Number 1 overall pick, Alexander Daig. If he wasn't a bust, his attitude was horrible. It was one of the two. He was either a total bust or he had a horrible attitude. I think it might have been the attitude part. I'm not sure. Eric Lindros. Not a rookie card. I don't know. See, if I'm reading it, this is the right... For me, it is reading it right, but the picture is this way, so it's weird. It's an upper deck. I don't know from when. I'm blind, guys. It's another Eric Lindros. It's another upper deck. It really... The back is like this. You can see the back. Anyways. Eric Lindros. This is a score, Eric Lindros, from 91. I think I do actually have... I have the Eric Lindros official rookie card. It's in that Young Superstar. I did a previous hockey card video, and I showed it in there. Here's was a really tough fighter. He died of that brain, the CET. Apparently a really great guy. Great fighter. Bob Probert. That's a Red Wing. I think he was always a Red Wing. Bobby Probert. Great fighter. Now, here, to show how prospects, it's hard to judge them. Here's top prospects cards, and this is from 91 score. First one, top prospect now. Red Light Rasico. Andre Rasico. Not a great backup. Not a great goalie. Top prospect, so it's hard to judge. You never know. Trevor Kidd for the Flames here. Trevor Kidd. Also, okay goalie, but I mean, he definitely wasn't a top prospect. Wasn't a top goalie. He was a starter, but, for the lower teams. Tony Amonte was a good player. Top prospect. And Doug Waite, who's coaching somewhere, I believe. Amonte or Waite are coaching somewhere. Also top prospect, good player. Here's another one, Miss Drake Barahowski. He wasn't a total miss, like he was an NHLer, but he wasn't great or anything. And we're getting near the end. So a couple of some brothers, and also from Score 91. The Turgeon brothers, Pierre and Sylvain. Pierre was obviously way better. The Courtnall brothers, Jeff and Russ, both good players, both really good players. Russ obviously played here for a few years. Rich, Ron, and Brian Sutter. 3 of the Sutter brothers. I think they were like 6 or 9 or 1,000. I don't know. There were a lot of Sutter brothers. Brian and Joe Mullen. Good players, both of them. Here's Mario Lemieux holding the cup in 91. So it's probably from his 90 win, 1990. They won it 2 years in a row. Mario Lemieux. Here's a great player I got to see here in Verdun when they were the Verdun, I don't know what, junior team. And this guy was playing here for the Montreal, I don't know what they were called. And I saw him when he was 16 years old. I saw him only in one game, but I saw him when he was 16 years old, and that's Pat LaFontaine. A truly great player. Pat LaFontaine. I got to see him at 16 years old. Here's a card, Dale Hawerchuk. Dale Hawerchuk's fighting stomach cancer, so we should all send our best wishes, even if it's just mentally, to Dale Hawerchuk, another really great player. Next one is Dominic Hasek in a Hawks uniform. Before the trade to Buffalo, Dominic Hasek. And last, 2, but not least, Cliff Ronning talking about small players. Cole Caulfield, small players. Here's a small guy, Caulfield size, that was a really good player. Not a great player, but a really good player. Let me see. He had 71 points. He went on to more than that, but he was a really good player, Cliff Ronning. And last but not least, and I don't know why I didn't particularly like this guy or not, but he was in it. Mike Gardner, a really good goal scorer, played for a bunch of teams. Mike Gardner, I think Washington, Toronto, New York. He's in a Rangers uniform. Really great player, like 600 goals or more. Anyway, so yeah, it's time to close this up. So those are some of my hockey cards. Believe me, I've got thousands more. Every now and then I'm going to go through them, pick out some interesting stuff, and do a video like this. I've been meaning to do this video for, oh God, if it's 2 months, it's probably about 2 months. I've had this ready to go. I'm sitting here. It's a really windy day. Trees are down, blackouts everywhere. I figured, you know what? I'll do the video today. So there's the video. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. I appreciate that. Subscribe and ring the notifications bell. And that's going to get you videos like this and all kinds of stuff, my reviews, previews, and all that on a daily basis. And you get your daily fix of blue, blanc, and rouge right here at Talking Habs. Thanks for watching. Go Habs, go! Bye, y'all.